What's up, everyone? Welcome back to NATO. Today we're diving into some fresh anime news that just dropped, and honestly, this one's got my attention for all the right reasons. We're talking about Sawaraide Kodasashi-kun. And before you ask, yes, it's exactly as interesting as it sounds. WW Wave Corporation just released a new trailer along with some major announcements, and I've got to say, this October release is shaping up to be something worth discussing. So here's what we know. Sawaraide Kodasashi-kun, or Hands Off, Don't Touch, Kodasashi is officially hitting screens on October 5th. The latest trailer didn't just give us visuals. It came loaded with details about the music, cast, and what we can actually expect from this adaptation. Let's talk music first. Yudagu is handling the opening theme with a track called UKU, while Palette Parade takes on the ending with Juju High Tension. The titles alone tell you this isn't trying to be some deep, philosophical piece. It knows what it is, and there's something refreshing about that kind of self-awareness. Now, the story itself is where things get genuinely interesting. Our protagonist is Koyo Kodasashi, a guy who's dead set on becoming a sports doctor. He ends up working as a massage specialist at Seiha University High School, a place known for having some seriously competitive athletic programs. His job? Providing therapeutic services to the school's female athletes. And yes, before your mind goes there, let me explain why this actually matters. See, this isn't just some transparent setup for cheap thrills. The source material, written by Takuya Shinju, actually dives into legitimate sports medicine concepts. We're talking about a character who genuinely understands anatomy, injury prevention, and recovery techniques. The comedy and tension come from the situations he finds himself in, not from him being some creepy guy with bad intentions. The voice work is being handled by some solid talent. Rikuya Yasuda voices Koyo, and he's joined by Hina Suguta as Aroma Kusunoki, Yu Sarazawa as Aoba Kitahara, Saya Aizawa as Azumi Sumiyoshi, Manatsu Murakami as Chiyo Magaoka, and Ruriko Aoki as Miyuki Hong. That's quite the roster of athletes that Koyo will be working with throughout the series. Behind the camera, we've got Hisashi Saito directing at Studio Quad. If you've seen I'm Living with an Otaku Net Kunoichi or Fantasista Doll, you know his work. Hagane Shirakigo is handling series composition, Ryusuke Tsukamoto, who worked on The Apothecary Diaries, is doing character designs, and Chihiro Indu is composing the soundtrack. Deregula is producing the whole thing. What's particularly interesting is that this manga only started back in May 2021 on Kodansha's magazine Pocket app. We're looking at a relatively new property getting animated, which could mean the adaptation stays pretty close to the source material, or we might see some original content if they catch up quickly. Here's what I find compelling about this premise. Sports massage and physical therapy are legitimate, crucial aspects of athletic performance. There's real educational value here about how the body works, how injuries happen, and how recovery actually functions. The fact that the protagonist has genuine medical knowledge and skills makes him more than just a convenient plot device. Sure, this is definitely going to lean into some Ecchi territory. Let's not kid ourselves. But there's a difference between a series that uses fan service as a crutch and one that builds it into a story that actually has something to say about its subject matter. From what I can tell, this falls into the latter category. The timing is also worth noting. October's always a packed month for new releases, and a sports comedy romance hybrid like this could easily get lost in the shuffle. But the concept is unique enough that it might just carve out its own space. We don't see many anime that seriously engage with sports medicine, and even fewer that do it with this kind of approach. So that's the rundown on Sawaraide Kodasashi-kun. October 5th, it's happening, and honestly, I'm curious to see how they balance the educational aspects with the inevitable comedic situations. Whether you're drawn to the sports medicine angle, the character dynamics, or you're just wondering how they'll handle such an unusual setup, this one's worth keeping track of. What's your take on this? Does the premise sound compelling? Or are you skeptical about how they'll execute it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to know how this lands with people. If you're sticking around for more anime coverage and breakdowns like this, hit that subscribe button. And if this breakdown was useful, a like helps more people discover these discussions. I'll be back with more content soon, so until then, take care.